Sure. There is a formula there in what you did to survive the Cape Flats challenges. Yeah?
Yes, there was a formula.
That formula, I think we need it for so many people out there because we go through similar challenges. Now, you've done your grade 12 and you've passed. At this point in our conversation, we always want to highlight the fact that if you are not like you came from communities where things like sports, choir, art, and all these things playing out in the open there was discouraged because school was the most important thing. But we say actually it's not either or, it's all those things. And we talk about the release concept called recreation, entertainment, leisure, education, art, sport, and environment. And the objective is to achieve what we will call study-life balance. And it sounds like in your case that was never an issue. You did all those things because they are contributing to your development and growth, and they made you ready to be transitioning into university or post-high school studies where you become a young adult and you are very much independent and you learn how to balance this too. Was that the case for you?
Yeah.
What did you do post-matric?
Post-matric, oh, sure, Sam. This post-matric, you know what? It was just a fake mission. Yeah. My dream was to be at UCT.
Yes.
And there was no money. There was no evidence that this is possible. I dreamt I was on campus. I saw myself there. Sam, I took my matric certificate. I walked 30 Ks from where I lived in the Cape Flats to UCT. And I went there and I said to that woman, I need to be here. Oh. I don't have money, but I have grades and I have the right attitude. I will pass every year. I will do my best. Please just help me. If I have to scrub the toilets on weekends to be here, please, I need to be here. So that lady asked me, where do you come from? And I told her I just walked here, and she was completely taken aback that I walked alone and all like 30 Ks. And she said, let me see what I can do for you. And she took my paperwork. She told me come back the next day, and she managed to help me to get finances. Students, some was bursary, some was student loan, and I was at UCT.
Wow.
Yeah.
Studying what?
I was doing a BA degree, and drama was one of my majors, and a performance diploma in speech and drama, and a postgrad in marketing management.
Wow. And you did complete that degree with that scholarship?
It's not a scholarship loan. I had to pay them back a lot of money.
Is it?
Yes.
And how long was your degree?
4 years.
Wow.
4 years. I did a degree and a diploma at the same time. That was like I sold myself to studies. It was hard work. It was so much hard work.
So you were doing the two courses parallel?
Yes, the degree is 3 years, the diploma is 3 years. If you do it at the same time, it's 4 years. So it's less money.
Yes.
But it's harder work.
So explain to me how that works. So the various focus on various contents, and they are not even related. And you attend classes.
You have to, yes, in your BA, of course you can do, I did politics, philosophy, psychology, sociology, yes. Religious studies, and then you have your majors, of course, and then you do your diploma in speech and drama, which means that is practical, and that's on the Hiding campus. So in the morning, 8 o'clock, I have to be on campus doing my degree classes, and in the afternoons, 2 o'clock, I go to Hiding campus, which is in town. UCT Fine Art campus is in town, Hiding campus. And then take the bus to go there from 2 o'clock, and we stay there from 2 till 6, 7. And then when we have shows, you come back home maybe 11, 12 at night.
Sure.
And Saturdays you go also to campus, to Eating Campus, to do your practicals, and sometimes you're there on Sundays as well.
So there wasn't going to be time to listen to your poverty there.
There was no time to even breathe it. And you must understand that I did my schooling in Afrikaans, so UCT was the English transformation, so I had to work 10 times harder than an average student.
Sure.
Because I went to an Afrikaans school. So here I come to UCT and the lecturer, everything is English. So now I have to transform in thinking in English, being good at English, and it wasn't my first language.
Sure. Wow. And how was the, I mean, I'm asking the obvious, how was your campus life?
It was the best.
Yeah?
It was the most amazing experience, University of Cape Town, and I lived on campus, so I had the whole proper campus experience. It was amazing. It was hard work, but the first 3 years was hard, but of course, when you get to 4th, 5th year, you're doing mostly projects. You've done a lot of your credits, passing your courses. So 4th year, it got a bit lighter. But I enjoyed it thoroughly. I made time to also party.
Wow. And this must have been a big change for your family, because I don't think they ever thought that you'll work out the plan.
They never actually thought that I worked out the whole plan myself. My parents wasn't even involved. They didn't know. That it could be possible, and I did the paperwork myself. I walked there, I called them. That year UCT audition, I 320 students in the whole South Africa, and they're only going to choose a class of 30, and I was part of that 30.
Wow.
So it was a major achievement to be accepted, because you have to audition and send in stuff prior, and you have to go and do a live audition there for them to prove that you are worthy to be in that group of 30. They chose after they've traveled and did auditions in South Africa. So they never thought it could have been. It was like a wow for them.
And you say to me that you had not even applied, you just went there personally.
No, I went there and I said I need to be here, and then I did the application process. They gave me the application processes for it and so on, how to be there. So I just rocked up out of nowhere. I'm telling you, if my mind is set on something, I'm going to get it. Nothing is going to stop me. I am persistent. If I get a no, I will do it again and again and again until I'm there.
Wow. And why did you decide on UCT, not Western Cape or Stellenbosch?
UCT is one of the best universities, in Africa, to be quite honest, and I can attest to that. I was there, and the quality of the UCT's material, the research, they're very good in research, so you get very good material. And the lecturers themselves, they were top class, top notch lecturers.
I do remember when I was in high school, every time you talk about best universities, it will be UCT, Wits, and University of Pretoria,
Stellenbosch.
But UCT was almost, you remember at that time when you were studying high school, these things are all foreign, they look very far-fetched. But UCT, I still remember, I will even see the logo, when I'm sleeping, I could see the logo of UCT, I could see the logo of Wits, and you just dream to be there without even knowing what you get yourself into.
And the standards are quite high. The standards are very high. You have to really work hard. The standards are high.
So you are a UCT alumni?
Yes, I'm a UCT one, and I even continued studying at UCT even years later as well.
Yeah. Wow. And so that funding, financial support was covering everything that you needed.
it was
The loan. The loan.
Living on campus, and obviously the courses, but not everything. You had to pocket money and buying books. That was all on you.
So how did you do that?
You had to work part-time, and there was no even way for me to work part-time, but my godparents, they would give the last they have to support me, when they were still alive. They didn't have, but they would make a way and make a plan.
Wow.
And we were like a team at UCT. We were quite a team of disadvantaged background students, and we supported each other. So there was a support forum. I remember a few of my very good friends that I was friends with at that time there. We were a group of good ladies, and we would eat together and help each other where we could. So, I managed to have a support group because I was already like a bit of a coaching person at that time. So I quite had a lot of friends.
Wow, that's a fascinating story. And did you have an idea of what you wanted to do with these studies, or you just wanted to be educated?
No, at that time I didn't understand my calling and my purpose at that time. I was very young. So I just knew I wanted to be at UCT, and there was things that I was very good at, and I was very good at teaching, because I was already teaching on high school.
Yes, it.
In my high school years, when my teachers are absent, they would give me the lesson and tell me to do it to teach my own class. Because I understood the work when they can't be there, or they were told me to tutor the other students. So I was already in that kind of, but I never knew I was going to be called into a teaching training space. But I didn't have a concept of my calling in terms of who I was, but I needed to do that at UCT because it makes sense now in my life why I needed to do it. Because I needed to go through that program of building confidence and building self-esteem, and the UCT program there, it was absolutely life-changing and transformational experience.
And did you participate in any of the campus-based societies and clubs, or you were just too busy?
I was part of a society, that was the Drama Society, of course.
Oh, yes.
I was part of the Drama Society, and I was a part of the Sundays, at least I could go to the campus fellowship thing, ministry. But with my life, doing a degree and a diploma at the same time, I had no life. I just couldn't contribute or be part of any sports for anything else. My life was consumed by these two degrees at the same time. It took my life. I was always in books, and so I was not very much involved in sports or any other. It was just fellowship and the Drama Society that I was a part of.
And being so close to home, will you go home sometimes on weekends to visit mom and everybody?
Now and again, but not very often, because my weekends were spent at drama school. I told you I was there weekends. And then after Saturday, then I would stay in town for the party.
So you had a lot of friends in town there?
No, in town. Town was like the party territory of students on a weekend for the campus students. So after Saturdays you stay there, you have your locker, the showers on campus there, so you just change and you go out in the evening, and then Sunday you
and then I guess in the precinct of the university it's all international students partying there in town.
Yeah, very international. Yeah, UCT is all international students from everywhere around the world. So,
wow, that was really the best move. Even though for you it was just around the corner, but that really was the best move in terms of the quality of education that you went for. So do you still have some of friends that you studied with that are still in your list of contacts?
Yes, absolutely. It's been 20 years ago, and I've lost touch with them, but we're just online because I was traveling. But yes, I have. We are still friends with all of those good friends that I had at UCT. We're in touch on a regular basis. They know what I do, and they support the kind of work that I do. And we are in forums of groups and stuff.
And I guess they are very diverse. It's not just a particular race group. It's across the board. Am I right?
No, they're absolutely diverse, and they're very successful in the fields. Everyone that was at UCT who I know turned out successful. All of them. That's why it's a very good campus.
Now, you are going there. What happened? It was like a stroke of a genius from somewhere else. It wasn't premeditated, not planned. If you were to turn the clock backward and then redo it and replan it proper, what will you say could have been the logical steps that you needed to follow to properly arrive at the university? Because yours, it was like you just woke up and then rock up and then you said, I need to be here. It doesn't always work like that. If you were to design it for the benefit of somebody that is listening, that is in grade 12, what would you say needs to happen?
No, of course you have to apply, but that is what I did. I did apply. I did follow the logical steps, but
after having arrived?
Yes, like if you apply, you obviously apply online, whichever course, the logistical steps, and you get accepted, and,
you also search for accommodation, which is not easy.
You should apply for accommodation if you wish to stay there, and there's obviously cost involved. No, those logical steps I did have to go through, but my difference was I went there personally.
Yes.
Because there was no means, we didn't have technology to apply online, and we went to, 20, 25 years ago, the systems were different by then. You know what I mean? You have to get the forms from the campus, apply, write everything in physically, and having to post it back. It was still a posting back society then, not even scanning an email. That was not even huge. And then you post it back, and then they would post you something back. So I did go through those processes, but after I actually just went there, because I needed to find out myself how and what and where and how, and then they explained to me the process, gave me the paperwork, and obviously I had to post it back, but I took it there personally because I was in Cape Town and it's not very far. After my first long walk, the next time I at least got some public transport fare.
I can imagine that walking was the longest walk of your life.
It was a great walk to freedom.
Very determined walk.
It was determined, full of energy, determination, persistent, refusing to take a no.
And that was fueled by the fact that you had in your hand very good results.
I felt confident because the results was good.
Yes.
Yes, because that's exactly what's going to be my strongest key. That I have intellectual ability to be here by my results, but I just need help.
Yes. And once you were accepted in the university, now you are part of the community, and then you were now taken care of. You needed to know which facilities are here, what can be done, and it must have been a big relief because learning was never a problem for you. You knew you were going to smash that degree.
Yes. Now with sleepless nights.
Yeah.
And it was hard work. You have to put it in. Many people don't want to work hard, but if you really want something, Sam, it will cost you. It's sacrifice. You have to sacrifice you have to let go, and I didn't get to enjoy much in my early years at UCT, the fun stuff. But at least after 2-3 years, then I could enjoy it a little bit more. Then it wasn't so thick and so heavy. I got into the rhythm, the system, the habit of exams and how it works, and so that was that. Yes.
I know it was 4 years physical in terms of timeline, but did that 4 years go past fast for you?
It was altogether 5 years. So after my degree, which was honors equivalent in drama, because you did the BA and the diploma. Yeah. So it's honors equivalent. If I wish to go further, I would go straight into masters.
Yes.
But then I stayed and I did a postgrad in marketing management. So from the faculty of humanities, I then changed to faculty of commerce.
And what was the reason for that?
The reason for that was I knew I was academically a very strong person, and I just wanted to learn about marketing and finance and promotion, because I was like, if one day, I knew always in my heart I'm going to have my own business. I was entrepreneurial. I was just not at a very young age into the concept of working for someone. Then I would need to know that knowledge to be able to do it for myself. I need to know finance. I need to know marketing. I need to know promotion. So I did a postgrad in marketing management.
Wow. For a year?
For a year, yes.
And was it funded?
That was also funded, yes.
And where did you think you were going to get all this money to pay all these loans?
Exactly. I tell you, Sam, my journey is about faith. When you do something, if I had to think, how am I going to pay the money back, then I would not have been there in the first place.
Sure.
Because there was no resources or no plan of how I'm going to pay it back.
Yeah.
So I think that is what stopped people from achieving goals. You limit yourself very quickly to think that far ahead, and then it shuts you down, your dream, that I can't do it because I won't be able to do X, Y, Z. You do it first stage, get the education, and then you're going to use the knowledge to be able to get work to pay them back.
Wow. I like that, because I wish I had that, because when I just see that letter from the post office showing the amount of money that I'll just freeze.
You just freeze? No.
I just freeze. It's like, wow, sure, so much money, and then you start worrying about it. But it's a great advice, and I think, of course, it's also about trusting that you are not going to fail. You want to make sure that you are disciplined enough to pass this thing. At least if there is one thing you achieve is the pass, you can worry about how you pay back the money by having passed.
And that's the thing with goals as well. You have to start small, achieve small things on a small level, because that gives you the confidence that you can achieve bigger things. You have to chunk it down into smaller bites. So you take steps at a time. So if I can achieve successfully matric at school with good grades, if I can do that in matric, it gave me the confidence, then I can do this university thing too. And then I went there, and if I can do this university thing too, then I should be able also to work. And you see, it builds your self-esteem and your confidence, but you start small in achieving small things on a small scale, and it gives you the possibility that bigger things can be achieved.
Wow, beautiful. Let's hold it there. So you are done at the university. I want to know, how did the corporate life start?
Okay.
I assume everything else was put on the sideline, because I can see you are this focused person. There's a bigger things to achieve, and I assume you went straight into corporate and started to experience professional life. Is that right?
Yes.
We'll talk about that.
Okay.